Good afternoon. How are you?
Very good, no, sir. I'm very well. I'm very well. What about you, sir?
I'm also good.
Yeah.
Could I have your resume?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay. While I go through your resume, could you introduce yourself, if you don't mind?
Yes. Myself, Sufiyan. I'm 27-year-old. I hail from Bihar. Basically from Bihar. Currently, I'm living in Delhi from last 3 years. I'm working here with the JS electronic system. So more than 2.5 years as an embedded system developer. And about my education, I did my BTech in electrical and electronics from the University Chennai, and diploma from direct technical of education from Chennai itself. Year of diploma is 2015 and 2012 to 2015, and year of BTech is 2018 to 2015 to 2018.
All right. So, what's your future plan? Professionally,
yes.
career-wise, where do you see yourself, say, 5 years from now?
After 5 years, I'm looking myself build as an entrepreneur. In which field currently I am working as a embedded system developer. Later on, I want to give the solution by my own to the people where needed.
Okay. Then why do you want to join us?
I'm building my different kind of skill where in later I can utilize.
In your own venture?
Yes.
So you want to use us and our services as a building block for you?
I don't say this way. I'm coming here, I will serve you as what purpose is now as a what is profile I got. I'll execute those kind of job.
But your end goal is not to grow with us, but to do something on your own.
5 years is enough to stay with you, and maybe if I'm not perform well, maybe you will throw me out within the year, and that's completely depend. 5 years you will keep me or not. This is not sure.
So during these 5 years, you will learn from us all the business matrix. You will learn all the strategies. You will learn all our business and trade secrets, and then you will apply it for your own growth. Is that what it is?
I can say learning is my hobby, and I learn from every day from everywhere. It doesn't mean I'm harmed from that skill and that knowledge.
I see. Tell me a little about your family.
In my family, my mother is there, and I have two elder brothers and two elder sisters. I'm the youngest in the home. Father is not there. 2 years ago, he left us, and brother is working, and all the sisters married, and I'm in the home.
You are the youngest member of your family.
Yes, I'm the youngest member.
And what about your mother?
My mother she's very old, and she's always as a housewife.
So has she retired, or she has always been a housewife?
She always has been a housewife. Now she probably retired from the all kind of job duties.
Including housewife job?
Yes.
I see. So what is your total career span?
I have a 5+ year working experience.
Alright. And where did you pursue your BTech from?
I pursued my BTech from Anna University, Chennai.
Anna University?
Yes.
Alright. And where do you originally hail from?
I hail from Bihar.
Alright. It doesn't say anything about your home address.
Yeah, somewhere I don't mention, I think.
So currently you're working as a software engineer.
Yeah, hardware and software both.
Software and hardware both.
Yes.
Alright. So how is AI impacting this industry, computer science industry?
Yeah, of course, AI is impacting because nowadays whatever testing has been done by the manpower, now all the testing has been done by the AI itself. So manpower will take to test one software a day or maybe twice or thrice they will test, but the software within the minute or within the 10 minutes they can do. So of course, as the initial stage they are impacting, but I feel later on we have great future of AI because many various problem in the world surrounding is running, those are can be solved through the AI, and later on all the mankind they have to update. Always technology is come with a solution, and always manpower they are, yeah, they are getting delayed to update himself, but of course is up at the initial stage is impacting the job.
I see. So how will you counter this challenge possessed by AI?
Uh, in my area, especially in embedded, where I deal with the hardware and software side there is a impact on my side also, but still I am able to get advantages from the AI because whatever code I have to write in a whole day, that those logic I can develop within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So I am think this is advantages for me. And hardware side, AI will take it will take probably 10 years to come in the hardware side. Anyway, hardware required much mind power, so it will come, it will require a little bit time, I can say 10 or 15 years to come in the hardware side.
All right. And your resume says you have been honored with multiple awards.
Yes, while I was in a diploma, I got a certain rank as a college second rank holder, and in 2014 I was the department topper.
In 2014, you were the department topper, and in 2015,
I was the
you
college.
were awarded college rank holder.
Yes.
I see. So why didn't you pursue your MTech after this?
I thought I will pursue my MTech from the good university, maybe India or abroad. But while I came under the job, I got to know there is a skill much required. So nowadays, I feel personally, skill always matters. So nowadays we are getting different kind of skill, and industry also expecting from the all the engineers they can do multiple jobs. So I'm excelling myself in this area. Later on, I will feel yeah, there is a needed time of I should do MTech also. I will pursue.
All right. So what do you think matters more?
Sorry.
Higher studies or skill building?
Right now,
higher studies will teach you some more skills.
yeah, of course, higher study teaches some more skills. But nowadays, in the era of digital media, everything become like a skill based. So I feel skill is much better to pursue to continue in the job in the market.
Okay. So when you start your own entrepreneurship, how will you start? What will be the first thing that you would do? How will you design your business model?
Um, I think that is it. That is in one plan for later of 5 year I can do. Because right now I'm doing various design and development of the product. Same thing I want to execute for the people, but right now I don't have exact plan how I will execute. I'm all the thing on the way of learning. I'm learning everything right now. I know how to deal with hardware and software, but I am not well aware of marketing standard, how to run the industry exact way, how to talk with the employee, how to handle all the team. Those way I'm not well in that. So it is too early to talk about those 5 year later plan.
I see. You haven't started the process of entrepreneurship yet.
No, I'm not started yet.
Okay, so tell me about a scenario when you came across a grave difficulty, but you successfully handled it?
I successfully
Handled it.
I think this will be a proud moment. I came with difficulties and successfully I handled it, and that's happened every day. Like in a project happens, a lot of problems will come which seems like is not able to solve this problem. But after thinking about the peaceful mind, I'm able to solve those kind of problem. So it's great.
Can you exemplify?
Yes. In very recent, I was facing one of the problem in the hardware side. Those has been controlled through the software, but I'm unable to recognize those problem. But client is waiting for the demo of those project. But somehow I took 1 or 2 days to work on those problem. I figure out all the small bits, and somewhere I found it here's the problem, and successfully I founded that problem and solved it. And finally, I given the demo to the client.
Okay. But you really haven't specified what problem it was and how did you resolve it?
Actually, problem was there is a device used to talk with satellite, and the data from the satellite we are getting through that device, and that device will update the data in our microcontroller. From those data I have to display outside, like a time, longitude, latitude, and from what satellite we are getting data, and all the axis we are getting from the those area. But those data comes from those device updating to the microcontroller is somewhere lagging. Sometimes data is coming correct, sometimes data is coming incorrect. So somewhere I thought there is a frequency problem. Both the frequencies should communicate in same time, but somewhere that was not an issue. Issue was there like interrupt priority, like one man have a multiple task and they have a priority of those tasks. But multiple tasks they are getting at same time, but priority is not given on those tasks. So that somewhere that will collapse the data. So same thing happening with my device also and my microcontrollers. Priority I haven't decided of those data when they have to do this job, when they have to do another job. So somewhere problem with the priority. So I solved those, given all the tasks to the prior, whatever is more important I given to that way. So somewhere this way I solved those problems.
Okay. I see. So do you enjoy your job?
Of course, yes, I see. I feel from the childhood this is my passion to solve a problem, and in embedded every time I have to solve the problem. Problem will come, I have to analyze the problem, and I'm enjoying my job.
So which part do you enjoy the most? The writing software part, or handling the hardware part, or problem solving part of your job?
Whenever we are dealing with embedded, there is a combination of hardware and software. You will design the hardware, you will face their problem. You will write a code, once again you will face the problem. To synchronize all those things, whatever problems those come, I enjoy to solve those problems.
So the problem solving part is the most enjoyable for
Yeah,
you.
I can say yes.
I see. And do you come across various problems every day?
Every day, yes. Every day.
I see. Okay. So how will you handle the pressures of this job?
Yep, handling of pressure.
How well do you think you will perform in this job?
I think I can perform well, because last more than 5 years I am handling same kind of pressure. Sometime, but nowadays I am able to more frequent. I become habitual of those problem and pressure. So problems comes, problems goes. I don't focus on the problem. I focus on the real solution what I have to get. But timeline always matters. So I try to try my best to make the things within the time.
All right. So is anybody else in your family an engineer?
No, I'm the first guy engineer in my family.
And what about your brother?
My brother is working as a business, a sort of business running in our home area, like as mechanical parts and all those things they have to do. And one more guy, brother, he's dealing in the construction site. They have to take care of building and all.
You have two brothers and two sisters.
Yeah.
One of your brothers is running a shop of mechanical parts.
Yes.
So he sells those parts?
Yeah, he sells those
spare parts, you mean?
Spare parts, yes. Of a heavy vehicle, like.
Of heavy duty vehicle?
Heavy duty vehicle.
Truck spare parts?
Truck spare parts.
And another brother?
Another was like a construction work he is doing. Like they have to, they have a team of 10 to 15 members. And
so he is a builder?
I won't say the builder, but a small level there he is doing on best.
Like he buys a property, rebuilds it.
He won't buy the property. He took a property who want to make his own home, and I'll meet them, and he will take all the what to say, those building. He will take the responsibility to construct those building.
So he is a contract based constructor.
Yes, contract based constructor, I can say.
Okay. And what about your sisters?
My sister, those both sisters are housewife.
They're both married and
yeah, both married.
So were they always housewives, or did they leave their careers after marriage?
No, always they are housewife.
Okay. So you have knowledge of GPS system as well?
Yes.
What is your opinion about India's very own GPS system?
India
is what they call it.
Yeah, Navik is our own satellite GPS satellite system. It's good for our country. Now many countries they don't have own GPS system where they can get the every data. But somewhere this is impacting while you are fighting the war with the other country. Somewhere some country will block you. They won't give you data access from the satellite. But now we have our own because we are surrounded by our own various enemy countries. So somewhere it will help me later on. And somewhere it will help me a lot to improve our technology. So Navik is great.
Could you compare US GPS and India's GPS?
Right now,
are we better or worse?
I am unable to say about which is better. Still, I am using a GPS as a American-based GPS only. Navik is there, but still we don't have proper all the access from the Navik. Sometimes somewhere we don't get those data proper way. So still I am using as a American based GPS system.
I see. Alright, so say we hire you, what value will you bring to us?
Value system I can bring as per my skill and experience. What the project will give in to me, I'll pursue those projects within the timeline. I feel I can do it because I have a sound of experience to dealing those kind of project. I've seen the job profile also, which is matching with my skills. So I feel I can bring good value in the area of R&Ds.
Alright, and why didn't you join your brother's profession?
My brother profession is totally different, which is not match my hobbies. That's why I'm unable to join to my brother's profession.
Your hobbies or your skill?
My hobbies also.
Okay, what are your hobbies?
Hobbies like I can say always solve the problems, and I have to deal with always my hobby from the childhood itself, how the current is flowing, how the electronic circuit is working. I always feel why current required, voltage generator required to drive this lighting and all. From the childhood, I got this kind of passion. So later on, I switched myself in the side of electrical and electronics.
So you have a keen interest in engineering tools.
Yes.
But your resume doesn't say so. Your resume says your hobbies are reading books, playing badminton, reading and writing poetry, and listening to music.
Listening music is always part of every mankind life. Whenever you feel the
question was, why isn't this hobby of yours not mentioned in your resume?
Somewhere I thought I missed those. The way I think I should not write, the way I should write in the resume, I missed it. But somewhere whatever written in my resume, that is also my hobby, like playing badminton, which I do.
Is this your latest and updated resume?
Yes, this is my latest and updated resume.
So, are you still working with JES Electronics Systems Private Limited?
Yes, I am still with JS Electronic System Private Limited.
It's been 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to change your job?
I feel here what I should learn, I learned it enough, and I want to explore further, because like while you're eating in your own home, you feel what the food variety you can get, you got it. But maybe sometime you need to go a restaurant or somewhere else to enjoy different kind of taste. Same way I feel here, I should explore further more in my skill. So I hope in your organization I can learn further.
So, are you saying you are tired of your current job?
I'm not tired from my current job. Still, I can pursue with the same. But I feel this in digital era always we should enhance, explore more in your skill and different area. So that's why I'm trying to explore myself with a different organization.
I see. Let's explore some of your other hobbies. You said you like reading self-help books.
Yes.
So, which book have you read lately?
I started right now 7 Effective Habit. The name of the author I forget. This is my first initial stage where I started, and I finished it like the one thing and Atomic Habit. Those I finished it, those one.
So, recently you read this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Yes, this is.
Could you share some of those habits?
Today just I started. So first para itself, there is they are sharing his experience about his own life, how he's working. He's working as a trainer for the various company. Like I mentioned, one of the company as a IBM. They are training for those people for the building on business or maybe corporate training, different kind of training they are giving. And he have a one child. His wife name is Sandra something. He was dealing with one child. His child is not enough good to pursue like as a child to play cricket or doing good in education. His child is not able to perform well. So he is trying to help those his child itself. How he is thinking, I'm training this number of people, but I am unable to help my child itself. So they are thinking a world. They are looking world in different way. Whenever we see by our own lens, and how the world seeing to others to his own lens. So I read very small para in that. I think one page itself.
All right. And share a synopsis of this one as well, Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habit is I feel this is a great book where before reading this book I feel myself I'm not capable of doing a lot of things. I'm not intelligent. But while I read those books, then I got to know how our brain works, how man brain works, and that I remember how your compounding effect works daily when you are improving 1% in your daily life, how the improvement will be, how the compounding will be later of the year. And same thing if you are doing negative thing and the whole year, the what impact will be. So huge impact I understand from there, and how we should work in small step I learned from there, and how our habits work like a cue craving, reward response, all the thing I learned from there. So there's a lot of things how things marketing matters, marketing people using those skill. I learned a lot of things from there. So that is I can say that book is somewhere changed my viewing perspective myself and others also.
All right. And how does music have an impact on us? Isn't listening to music a waste of time?
I don't think so, because whenever we feel like the entertainment purpose, people won't come you and entertain, even though your friend. But somewhere you stuck with your problem, or maybe you stuck with maybe in depression, you can enjoy the music where it will change totally. Whatever in mood you are, if you are in sad mode, you will like sad kind of music. I like when I was succeeded something, I like to like a happy like a pop kind of music. While I'm sad, I will look for the sad type of music. So those somewhere giving me relaxation from my whatever current I'm thinking. So divert myself, I'm using as a music as a tool. So this is somewhere helping every mankind to deal with a different kind of problem they are facing in the life. They don't have anything to do happiness, but when they will listen the music, somewhere within for the 5 minutes he will feel happy.
All right. Okay, so let's close this interview.
Okay.
And let's discuss some of the evaluations that I have here in your evaluation report. First of all, body language. Your hands were clenched initially, then you realized, and then you worked upon it. But yeah, you must ensure that you never clench your hands. Bad idea. Gives an impression that you're nervous. Okay, so you can either place your hands like this that you have placed right now, or you can make a steeple out of your hands. Right? That's one thing. Searcher issue. I evaluated this earlier as well during sessions. Are you doing something about it?
Yeah, I was doing early, but nowadays I skipped.
You really need to overcome searcher issue. Plenty of fillers. You need to sound more fluent as well. I would say in every sentence there was like this, a filler. You need to overcome this. And you talked about entrepreneurship. You actually broke your interview right in the beginning.
I feel
whenever you apply for a job, you never talk about entrepreneurship. If you say that my future plan is to go for an entrepreneurship, they would perceive it. Okay, they would see that you are here just to learn from them, so that later on you can apply that knowledge and do something on your own.
Right.
But think from the point of view of an employer as well. If they hire somebody, they want that employer to stay. They want that employee to grow along with them. Right. And later on take higher responsibilities in their own organization and not build his own and become a competitor.
Right.
Nobody wants to create a competitor.
I realized when I thrown the word, then I realized I did wrong this year.
You broke your interview right in the beginning.
Right.
And many questions that I asked, you were not answering them straight, you were beating around the bush. Do watch the entire interview, you would realize. Try to maintain a bit more eye contact. Like we discussed during classroom training, 3-4 seconds of eye contact. Then break it for a fraction and then bring it back. But not the other way around. What you were doing you were strolling your eyes around for 3-4 seconds, bringing the eye contact for a fraction, and then again strolling your eyes for 3-4 seconds. So you didn't really build a rapport.
Right.
In order to build rapport
with
your interviewer, you must look them in the eye. Right, this triangular zone.
Right.
That is your glare zone, but not stare zone. That's why after 4 seconds, break it, bring it back. But for a fraction of a second, not longer duration.
Not like a 30 second like we want.
No, definitely not. Your resume is clustered. We'll come to this, but let's evaluate you first. Serious grammatical mistakes. Let's talk about it. From last 3 years, for last 3 years, for duration we apply for. Now we are talking about continuous duration here. 3 साल पहले शुरू हुई, अभी भी चल रही है. So for last 3 years. From is the opening of time, the initial part of time. From and to. Let's say our class holds from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Right? Initial to the end. But here we are talking about time in continuation. Right? And if it is a duration and not fixed point of time, for. Plural, years. What is profile is? What the profile is?
Yeah, what the
it
profile.
Was not a question. You were answering it. You were using this word as a conjunction rather. So if you ask it as a question, what is the profile? But if you tell somebody, I want to convey what my profile is. So here you are not using it as a question, you are using it rather as a conjunction or a connector. So what the profile is, you won't apply helping verb twice in a sentence at all, never. Further, 5 years is enough to stay in an organization? No. Bad idea to say this. I am harmed from that knowledge. I will never cause any harm from the knowledge that I have gained, or never intend to cause any harm from the knowledge that I have gained. But then you had already broken your interview. 2 years ago.
2 years.
Always as a housewife. My mother has always been a housewife. I don't mention, I think. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, I forgot to mention.
They are getting delayed.
Yeah,
you said it in some context.
Yeah, delayed
they get delayed. Yeah. Like human beings do not upgrade themselves as fast as an AI does. So you could say they delay their growth or learning. I am think or I think?
I think.
I came under the job. मतलब?
I came.
Under the job.
I forget which context I said.
I came across a job.
Or
I came across a challenge. Or job related problem. For later on 5 years, I would say 5 years from now or 5 years later, this way I am not well in that. So many grammatical mistakes. This was supposed to be a past sentence. Lot of problem will come. Now here you were talking about a problem that you came across in the past and how you resolved it. All of this was supposed to go in past. Yes. Finally, I given the demo to the client. Finally, I gave the demo to the client. Simple past. I haven't decided. I didn't decide. He have a one child. He had a one child. He actually has a one child. From childhood or since childhood?
Since childhood.
For fixed or precise time you apply?
Since.
Yes. Whenever we are dealing with the software. Now here, see, whenever you talk about things that happen generally in your career or your life, whenever we deal with the software, right, they go in simple present. So serious grammatical mistake, you must revise all the grammar we have discussed already.
So to improve though, I revise it, but somewhere I am unable to bring in the practical way. So I should increase writing work, then I can.
No. Like I have given you this evaluation right now, okay? So what you can do is, we have that sample interview questionnaire, right? So take that question, read that question and try to answer that question while you record yourself, okay? And then see where you are making grammatical mistakes. Then remember these evaluations that I have given you. Deliberately tell yourself that you need to sound right in these circumstances, right? Practice this 3, 4, 5 times and then it will become your second nature. Alright, we'll do this again, this whole thing again, but firstly maybe for a week or 2 weeks work on these evaluations. So you talked about past problem completely in present. And clustered thoughts. Do not let your mind have clustered thoughts. If you are asked a question, answer it. And let that chain of thought run straight. Try to overcome any other invading thoughts. Have a linear thought process. Before you appear for any interview, maybe close your eyes, meditate. The best way, the easiest way would be close your eyes, take deep breaths, and then focus. Try to bring your mind's focus only on your breaths. Inhalation and then exhalation, alright, for a minute or 2, and then you will be able to relax your mind, okay, and all those invading unwanted thoughts will probably shut down, and then you will have at least more linear mind than you would otherwise have, and then when you appear for interview you would sound more clear.
Yeah, this I face regular every day. Whenever
clarity of thought is very necessary.
Yeah, whenever talking to guys also,
I unable to have clarity of expression.
Yeah, clear. I want to deliver in the proper manner. The thing,
yes,
like Raj also doing yesterday in the speech.
Yes.
Same problem I also have.
I know.
I never deliver the things in the proper manner, even though what project I did.
See, before you say something, decide what you will say, and then stick to saying it, even if there are some thoughts that are invading, disturbing you from that point that you have decided to stick to. Ignore those thoughts. Stick to the point that you have decided to speak, and then unless you have finished speaking that point, do not let another idea or thought disturb you. Alright, prior to anything that you do, especially speaking task, this 1 minute meditation can help you. 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Mental relaxation meditation can help you.
Okay.
Further, pronunciations. Pronounce develop.
Develop.
20. Skill. No E. Skill. This E is coming before words that start with S.
Okay.
Skill. Still. Student. School. Study. E should be controlled. Okay.
E with S. That's correct.
Excel. Education.
Education.
Continue.
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 Small.
Small.
Again.
Small.
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 Client.
Client.
Communicate.
Communicate.
Priority.
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 Yeah, I have shared that pronunciation list, right?
Yes.
That pronunciation has all of these words, commonly mispronounced words. So you might wanna, go through that list, listen to those pronunciations again, and then repeat them, maybe several hundred times, so that the right sound naturally comes. But because the way you've been sounding this way since forever. So in order to sound right, you'll have to pronounce practicing.
Yes.
You'll have to practice those sounds hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times, so that again they become a reflex, right? So yeah, this is it for now. Before we close, finally, this resume, it could be designed better. There is too much information overload.
Okay.
You can consider using smaller bullet points and talking about just the important thing that is required. You started with experience, that's good. You discussed projects, that's good. You differentiated them, that's good. Instead of a photocopy, maybe carry a proper printout, and make sure the information that's mentioned is clear. This is unclear. Okay. And maybe have a photograph, a professional looking photograph on your resume. According to a research, resumes that have photograph, they catch the eye first and they gain more credibility. So if let's say there are 10 resumes on the table and the interviewer is to decide who to call first, they will first end up picking psychologically those resumes which have a photo, a professional looking photo, maybe say an executive suit and tie, and the upper body should be visible, straight face, slight smile. Okay, that can have a lot more impact in your firstly interview selection, and once you're called for interview, all of these things matter after. Do you get it? So this can be designed better. Spelling mistake was not there, but yeah, I will do one thing. I will send you a format, fill in all that these details in that format. All right, stick a picture and then get a proper printout, not a photocopy. Proper printout of that resume, that will help you much better.
Actually, this is printout. They haven't taken proper way.
This feels like a photocopy.
No, this is a printout actually.
Look at these lines here,
Yeah,
these strokes here.
This printer having a mistake. That's why.
Okay, maybe it was a poor quality printer.
Yeah.
A colored photo, a colored resume, and proper printout. Good quality printout would do wonders along with the photo. All right. This is your evaluation. If you want, you can keep this.
Yeah.
Here you go. Try to work on them. Maybe 2-3 weeks later, we can have another one.